Alrighty folks, welcome back to another portion, another edition of the show. Woo! Alright folks, welcome back again. I got this Martin out here again. You probably saw the unboxing video of this guitar. Surely you'll see it before you see this video. Anyways, this guitar is in for some changes. And like I said in the other video, what I'm going to do to it, I'm not going to do it on this video. I'm just going to inspect everything, look everything over. I've been reading a lot. What I'm going to do to it is going to degrade the value of this guitar. The owner knows that, and he's okay. He wants me to do it anyhow. It's not going to degrade that much, but it is going to degrade the value of it a little bit. It's just a beautiful, beautiful sounding guitar, man. Oh, wow, it's loud too. Can't play it, but I'm going to bring you over here and to show you what all's going on. Some of you may have heard of this, what I'm going to do before. There's very few videos on YouTube about what I'm going to do to this guitar, so I'm going to get you right now, bring you over here and show it to you and explain it all, check things out, and tell you what I have got to do and why and how it's going to decrease the value. So let's do it! Alright, have a look at this. Carlos amplification. Now this is not your ordinary piezo pickup. Not by a long shot, it's not. And I'm going to explain that and what all we got to do, what all's going to happen to get this puppy installed. You have your plug there. There's the plug. Here's the control box. Those have to be set once the pickup's installed. There's the battery box. And you have a wee little volume control right here. That mounts just inside the sound hole. And of course, here is the pickup transducer itself. Okay? Now this is a little bit different, like I say, from most. Got a couple strips of carbon fiber here and some things to run the cables inside the guitar, route them so they'll look nice. I probably will have to drill that hole out, the end pin hole back here. Now let me get you on the guitar. I'll probably have to drill the end pin hole out back here, right back here where the strap goes. Put this plug right from the inside and let it stick out there. I'm not sure what size that is. But one of the things that makes this pickup different, these are very well thought of pickups. One of the things that makes this one different, I got to take the saddle out, and you don't just lay this down in the saddle slot. You don't do that like you normally would. You got to take the saddle slot out and drill two holes at 45-degree angles this way and that way. 45-degree angle holes on each end. Okay, you with me? And with the saddle out, then I have to route the side of the half of the saddle, the side of it toward the sound hole. I've got to route that out 1 millimeter wide and 1 millimeter deep. Okay? Then this is a transducer, comes up from the inside through the 45-degree angle hole here, across the slot in that new routed location I made. You only slot half of the width of the saddle. It's 1 millimeter. I don't know if it's half the width of the saddle or not, but it's 1 millimeter wide, I believe. And I've been doing a lot of reading, and I'm going to have to do a lot more reading too, yet. I'm going to work this guitar in on a cancellation as soon as the spot comes open. This guitar is up next for it. Anyways, the transducer comes up from the inside through the 45-degree angle hole, across the slot in the groove that I route out, and then back down into this 45-degree hole. And Then, of course, I have all this stuff, you know, to route inside the guitar and hook it all up and get everything working. But then, before that, before it's completed, I'll take one of these carbon fiber strips and glue it on the bottom of the saddle, okay? That way the saddle will come down flat on the transducer and the right half of the slot that I never routed. I don't know if this is really necessary or not, the carbon fiber. I don't like putting shims in the guitar. But this guitar, like I said, it's got a through saddle, and it's going to look kind of weird when you look right here on each end of the saddle and you see blackness, carbon fiber. It's just going to look weird. So if I can get the pickup to work without having to do that and still maintain the right, the idea is to mark the height of your saddle right here. It comes out of the bridge. And then when you put that in there, route it out and put it in, if you put the bridge right back in, you're going to have the same height. But if you glue one of these carbon things on it, then you got to remove material from the saddle. However thick this carbon fiber is, I'll have to remove that thickness from the saddle and super glue this to the bottom of the saddle to get the right height back. I don't know, I don't like that idea, but if the pickup will work without doing that, I may not do it unless the owner specifically says he wants it. But like I say, it's going to look weird right here on both ends because of this through saddle. Let me get the camera and I'll show you what I'm talking about. You see how you can see the very end of the saddle? It's like that on both sides. That's the bottom of the saddle right there, the very end of it. Well, you're going to see blackness there instead of the saddle. This is going to look weird. You're going to have this rosewood and then a black thing right there, and then the saddle sitting on top of that. So I don't know, if he wants me to do it, I guess I will, but if it's my guitar and the pickup worked without doing that, and I'm sure it will, I wouldn't do it. But this is going to look weird. Just imagine blackness between the saddle here and on the other side and the bridge. So you see, here's the whole system. This is what the whole system looks like. Got this little wheel down here that sits inside of the sound hole to turn the volume up and down with. I'll probably, like I say, I'll probably have to drill out back here where the strap button is. There's no strap button there, but this has one on it. Place to hook your strap. Have to get the right depth of that so it doesn't stick out too far. And then find a place to mount this inside the guitar. Find a place to mount the battery box inside the guitar. And mount this right up in here at the top of the sound hole. Just expose enough of the wheel where you can reach it and turn it with your finger for volume. And then the transducer, as I said. And that's the weird part about this. Routing half of the saddle slot out from the thickness of it. That's weird. That's what's going to degrade the value of the guitar. You could always buy another bridge and replace it, I guess. You know, bring the value right back up on it. That'd be some more work, more time and money. But that's what's going to happen to the guitar. As soon as I get an opening, this guitar is up next to go in that opening, and you won't want to miss out on that. So stay tuned for that. You can do a search on YouTube for Carlos pickups or Carlos amplification. It's C-A-R-L-O-S, I think. C-A-R-L-O-S, yeah. And the only videos I found of anybody installing these was the guy that makes them. I forget where he's from, but that's the only videos that I found on YouTube of anyone installing these types of pickups. So if you want to watch those videos, you can get kind of an idea of what I'm going to be doing here. So I hope you'll join me, and there's what the box looks like one more time. That's it, just a black box. It says Carlos amplification. Carlos amplification. That's all it says. Anyway, stay tuned. It's going to be fun. I got to figure out a way to set my router up here. And 1 millimeter deep and 1 millimeter wide. Only about half of the bottom of the saddle slot. That's going to be wild, man. Stay tuned for that. I hope to see you there. Cheers. Thanks for watching.